This is Ruth Ann. Welcome to my channel. Today I'm going to be doing a review of a new fragrance that I was gifted by my husband. This is one that I requested from him. As you can see, this is Calypso by Robert Piguet. Here is the box that it came in. This is a full 100 ml. I'm the one that sent him the link to buy me the gift. So this was purchased on eBay from a trusted seller. It was right around $100. This was a complete blind buy. I had watched a couple of reviews that were really mixed, to be honest. But I'm starting to really be intrigued by the house of Robert Piguet, and so I decided to take a risk. And this is lovely. In fact, I wore it for a full 4 days after he gave it to me, until I went nearly completely nose blind to this fragrance. So then I completely stopped wearing it because I didn't want to waste sprays. But I wanted to present this fragrance here, and I wanted to do a mini review. So Calypso is a re-release, and the most recent formulation, which is what this is, was released in 2010. This is an amber floral. This is a reformulation of the original 1950s classic fragrance Calypso. This is a predominantly rose and patchouli fragrance. However, let me tell you, I've worn a lot of rose and patchoulis. This is not like any rose patchouli I have ever smelled. This is very unique. It's not a rose petal rose. It's more of a buttery rose, if that makes any sense. Just to get the basics out of the way, this lasts 6 hours on my skin, longer on clothing. It has a moderate sillage or throw. I already went over the price, around $100. It can go much more than that. I've seen it for much more, but that is about the average price. My impression is that it does not wear like an amber floral. Everyone on For Granted talks about this being rose. You know how I experience this fragrance is as a mildly spicy oriental. I'm going to be honest, I don't get people talking about rose. I know it's in there. I know the patchouli's in there. The patchouli is a real different, unique formulation of patchouli. It's more on the chocolatey side of things. But what I experience most is a real buttery benzoin. This is very sensual, very lush, very fiery, sensual fragrance. This is not a soft, feminine floral. Not at all. This screams when you wear it, but it's not screechy. It smells very expensive, smells very classy. This is the kind of fragrance that I would wear with jeans and a black turtleneck, but it's something that I would also totally see being worn with a long black velvet gown. In fact, if I were to dress up and go to some place wearing a gown like that, this is exactly the fragrance that I would pick. It's very elegant. It's intricate. It can be worn year-round, but in my opinion, it goes best in the cold winter. However, I think this is one of those heavy, dense fragrances that would also shine in the summer heat. But I can't say that for certain because I haven't actually worn it in that weather since I just got it, and it's the middle of winter. And I live in a very cold Midwest climate. This is an absolute love at first sniff. It's gorgeous. I'm going to cover the notes with you. I have this little booklet that is from the house of Robert Piguet. And you can see the picture of it here. This came with my bottle gift set of Fracas, which is a fragrance that I received earlier this year. So the notes, I don't know if you can read them, but I will read them for you. So the top notes are geranium, mandarin, mid is Bulgarian rose, orris butter, rose, centifolia. Base is patchouli, ambroxan, and suede. Now the suede in here is extremely well blended. I cannot pick any of those notes out specifically. I cannot even pick out the rose. And I tell you, I am a rose lover. I love rose perfumes. I can't pick it. Maybe it's just my nose. It's a very well blended, very complex fragrance. I don't pick out any note in particular, except, like I said, that buttery benzoin, blended and lifted up by the chocolatey patchouli with that suede note. I don't pick up suede. It's certainly not like a suede jacket kind of a suede. It's a real in the background, adding depth and complexity kind of a note. Absolutely gorgeous. Highly recommend this fragrance. If you can pick it up for a good price, please give it a try. This is going to be one of my lifelong loves. So thank you for watching. I'll see you on the next one.